age to reading the good news on the newspaper page. Love and tradition of the grand design. Some people say it's even harder to find.
Beat by girl. I've been drinking all night too. Nigga, full of wine, full of tequila. It's going down. Motherfucking Summertime Slaps, Volume 2, WesWill, Chapter on Zion.
Better pop that ass. First day of summer, sun shining on the whip. Got a hoopty that I'm riding, but a nigga feeling rich. Ain't no RTA, I'll park and stay outside my mama house. You can come and get this Mac, and after that you gotta bounce. Okay, your homegirls in the back, they getting tips. I pull up in chicken heads, asking who is he? Got the new facade when I pull out my garage. She be frontin' for all of her friends, but she gon' hop up in this ride. Bounce some, shake some, while this beat is bumping, speakers thumping. Big throw that ass like you a freak or something. Now it's Friday and you just got paid. Gotta hit the hair salon, make sure them edges getting laid. Waist spinning, now these women 6'6". Backseat looking like it's treatment. Your mama ain't raised no hoe, you don't show it. You got ass in the back of the pants, you better throw it, bitch.
Artists that come up in his studio, man, one of his mans, man. He was like, man, them boys do some crazy shit up there in Ohio, you know what I'm saying?
The boy's bad.
The boy's bad.
The boy's bad.
I was like, alright, man. That nigga talked my ear for like 20 minutes saying the same shit. I'm like, nigga,
They just repeat
the
When I first started to create this body of work, I came in with the mindset of, okay, Volume 1 was dope, but this time everything needs to sound more cinematic. You know, I wanted more live instrumentation, I wanted better songwriting, I wanted more features, I wanted, different producers to come in and help mold the sound of the project. I wanted the records to sound bigger and amplified and in your face, but still have a touch of me on them.
G-Funk ain't dead, you bumped your head, cause I just really wanna hear that thump. I know you heard what I said, I told you once, you silly who just can't fake the funk. G-Funk ain't dead, you bumped your head, cause I just really wanna hear that thump. I know you heard what I said, I told you once, you silly who just can't fake the funk.
Back on road with some of the homies, probably all I can say. Silly hoes don't get the number or even the time of day. Tell your new nigga don't hit my line, the beef is automatic. Got dreads, he went too far and now he's shocked to getting static. Tanisha and Ranisa swiping visas for the low. My OG told me don't ever trust no hoe.
If it sucks, you don't know.
No, you don't, nigga.
I do.
No, you don't.
I don't tell you if it sucks.
First of all, you ain't never told me nothing I did suck, nigga.
Well, no, because nothing ain't suck.
Yeah, I was about to say, nigga.
Nah, but I'll let you know.
Dalen Hype Alexander Green, better known as Day-Day. Man, what can I say about my nigga Hype, man? All right, let me choose my words carefully, because I know he paying attention. All right, hold on. All right, so in all seriousness, Hype, he pretty much set the groundwork for the entire project sonically. We worked back and forth and we sent loops and beats, ideas back and forth to each other for weeks and maybe a little bit over a month. But, he really helped me set up everything. Without Hype, this project doesn't sound like this. He's got a certain polish and glow about himself and he knows it. Yeah, he know that he got that polish and that glow, you know what I'm saying? But, he's a great person to work with, man. You get an idea to him, within like 45 minutes, he got a beat for you. You mean something like this? You know what I mean? And working with somebody who's that diligent and who works that swiftly, coupled with the way I work, it's a perfect match because the way I like to create music and the way I like to feel out music, he kind of does that in a similar vein. So, shout out my nigga Hype, man.
Name, man.
Yeah, fuck you, nigga.
Nigga, that's the house number name, man.
Oh, shit. I see, now this is different. This is a family. If it was just for you, I would kill it.
That's fucked up, man.
It's for your family. I like your family, man.
Oh, okay, so fuck me then, huh?
Yeah, you alright, but...
yeah, these vocals gonna turn out alright.
That's fucked up.
Hey, man, it's a cold world, man.
Hey, man, we got both our names on it.
Yeah.
My boy Twan,
I got more projects.
a.k.a. Spaceman Spiffy, a.k.a. Yzma from off of Emperor's New Groove, a.k.a. Never Leave the Basement, a.k.a. Young Black on Black on Black. No, man, Twan that's my big bro, that's my engineer, that is my producer, that's one of my closest friends. Even besides music, like, it's good to have somebody like him who's like really level-headed, who I can come to him with a problem and, he'll sit there and rationalize it and, help me come up with a solution. And that's kind of how he is with the music. I gave him an idea of what I wanted everything to sound like. And I said, I want these records to sound bigger. I want it to sound more amplified, all of that. And he said, I got you. So along with him producing a couple joints on here, he also took everything and, boosted everything sonically and made it sound exactly how I wanted to.
Yeah, boy, looking like a rock star. Hey, it's my nigga Keto, man. Hey! Hey!
Keto was he's like the first round draft pick in the NBA who you had no clue this dude was so fire, and then he come into the league and he just, you know what I'm saying, he starts to become a star. That's Keto. You know what I'm saying? He came in right on time and he delivered in such a crazy way. It's funny because he came to the studio with his sister who was there to sing a hook. I didn't even know he made beats. I didn't know anything about him. He just came in with her. And after we got done, making music, he asked to play beats. And, I'm thinking fuck it, why not? I'm like, hopefully they're not trash. If they are, I'll just, say, keep working and send him on his way. He pressed play and that shit blew me away. The drum patterns and the sounds and the way he uses his plugins to manipulate certain sounds, I was amazed. And I'm like, yeah, we got to get a couple joints in. Yeah, we need you on this one. He's a special talent and he's going to go so far, along with his sister who's on the project as well. There was a certain knock I was trying to get from, the drums on a couple tracks on this project, and he supplied it right on time. And aside from just production, his pen game is top notch, and he can sing. I produced a couple fire tracks, and one of them is my favorite on the project. So shout out to Keto.
Y'all fucking with that? Y'all fucking with it? Put a thumb up. You fucking with it? Put a thumb down if you ain't fucking with it. I see you put a thumb down. Guess what? You're out of here. That's it.
There's a common theme amongst everybody who worked on a project, from, the producers to the guest features to my team. I got Dylan, who's one of the most hardest working people ever. You know what I'm saying? This kid's gonna be a huge deal one day. My DJ, my big bro, Trapathon Germ, he was the one talking the shit on the intro. And he's just an all-around solid dude with an amazing ear for great music and talent. And he's always been on my corner, always been loyal to me as a friend, as a brother, so I appreciate him a lot. My big sis Val, a.k.a. Suge, a.k.a. the Agency 609 CEO, you feel me? She pretty much does everything, you know what I'm saying? She keeps the ship tight, and she's really like a big sis, big homie that I never had. And, she about her shit, and she demands excellence because that's what she gives to us. And I love her for that. And she's going to be on Forbes one day, probably in another year or two, because she raw as hell. And the common theme is that we all believe in this shit, and we're willing to lose sleep, money, time to make it come to fruition. Sometimes when you look for a team, it's harder because you're forcing it. Every single person that's involved in my career linked up with me organically. We didn't meet at some forced event or through some industry connect or anything like that. I don't know what this project is going to do for me as far as propelling me into a different space in my career, but I do know that this shit was a blast to make, and I'm happy I got it done with some people I care about and I love. Send baby my love.
Up on you, two-door coupe, dropped off roof. That's how we do when we late night free.